Hi, this is Landon again, coming to you to teach a little bit about filler notes. I've had several people request to me about filler notes and what do I do for adding notes in between chords and how do I go about doing that. So I'm going to show you a few basic options. We're not going to get too advanced in this. We're going to look at a few basic options. But before we do that, we need to get one concept down, and that is an inversion chord of the one chord. In this case, we're going to play the key of C. So C major, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. All the white notes, okay? Or white keys. And what we're going to do is what I call the 6 minor 7 hand position. Also, the second inversion, the root note of C is in your in between your thumb and your pinky. So it's G, C, E. All right, for C major. If you notice, if I play A minor and move my thumb down, that's the flat 7. So that's A minor 7. So if you haven't noticed that trick, you can play this 1/6 to get your 6 minor 7 chord in any key. But this position is significant because it allows you to play a lot of the melody and some of your notes, your villain notes, with your middle finger through pinky over the 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 6 range right here. Okay, and this is significant because a lot of the melodies in the songs we play they sit around this 6 to 4 range. Okay, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to give you a few examples of that. One of it is Waymaker. Okay, when you say that is who you are, that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 6. Okay, C, D, E, C, A. That is who you are. All right, so if you're playing that song, okay, so you can add that to there. That is who you are. So you're having your hand in this position will help you do that without moving your hand or anything like that. And that play melodies of other chords. Alabaster Jar, the bridge, worthy, 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 3, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1. Okay, E, D, F, E, E, D, F, E, E, D, F, E, C. So that's the melody that you could play between the chords. So, and the chord progression is C, G over B, A minor 7, F, major 7. So I can play like. Okay, so I could add those notes. So what I'm doing here, the concept is adding the melody notes of what is being, sung at the moment in between the chords. And so you can do the actual melody notes, or you can even go and just add some of those scale notes, the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 that I was telling you about. You can just kind of play with that. How great is our God? The chord progression for that is C, A minor 7, okay, F, G. See how I was just in that 2 and 3 with it. Alright, I was just using that D and E to kind of ad lib in between. And you can pick out the melody with it as well. Another concept I use is to play notes of the chord or chords in between songs or in between chords. So the way to get it to sound more than just the basic here. So if I play a C, just playing a regular C major, G, C, playing those notes, you can see it's kind of plain. It's not giving you too much, but it still works. And I can add the 2, the D. Just kind of arpeggioing those. Okay. All right, and go to the A minor 7. And so the A minor 7 chord, and I actually add the 2 to make it a minor 9, so that B. You can roll it from right to left, gives it a little bit more darker sound. That arpeggio there. As you go into it, then roll it back up. Okay, so while you're playing the chord, same thing with the F, just playing the notes of the chord. G. Already that makes it sound so much different than just playing. It's just adding the notes of the chords that you're playing. Alright, now another thing I do is you make those chords fatter, like the A minor 7 and make it A minor 9, F major 7. You get more notes to play with there. So if I just play regular A minor, it's much different than the minor 9. Got more notes to work with, right? So another thing I also do is I use passing chords, but instead of playing the whole chord, I will play the individual notes or some of the notes going into the chord I want to go to. So let me give you an example. So the key of C, to get to A minor 7, okay, I'm going to play a G over B, okay, and then I'm going to play E7 flat 9, okay, or you could play, in this particular format, you could play an F diminished 7 chord, okay, and over your E. That's the same thing as the E7 flat 9 to the A minor 7. So if I play it consecutively, it sounds like this. Alright, so kind of a cool passing chord to get to the A minor 7 from C. And how I would use it is like, how great is our God? How great is our God? Sing with me. How great, like that on that. So sing. So how great is our God? Sing. Okay. So you can use that passing chords to get to that 6 minor from the 1 anytime, really. It pretty much works, most of the time there. So, but what I'll do sometimes, instead of playing those chords, I'll play some of the notes. So I'll do some of the G notes, and then the E notes to get the A minor 7. Okay, so I'll play something like that. So I'm playing C, so I hit this G into this roll of, I'll roll that F diminished 7, the E7 flat 9 chord, to the A minor 7, minor 9, like that. So you can use your passing chords to kind of do that, and a lot of times I'll just do go into the 6, I'll just do that E7 flat 9. So like C. To the A minor. Okay, So you got the melody, you got the major scale notes. Of course, I use the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 the most. And then you got chords, notes from chords. And again, the fatter the chords, the more notes you have to work with, to play, to get those notes and sounds. Another quick one I'll give you, chord progression wise, you can use is when you go to the fourth. So the key of C, 1, 2, 3, 4 is F. Okay, so go into F. You can play this chord progression. So it's a G, your 5 minor. You go to your 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, G. Make it a minor 7 or minor 9. Okay, go back to your 1. Instead of playing just a regular C, I'm going to play a C7 flat 9. Okay, that's G, B flat, D flat, E. Okay, to the F major 7. So that sounds pretty, right? So if I go to get to my 4, now I can use those notes again. So if I'm at a 6 minor 7, A minor 7, A minor 9. I can kind of walk that. I don't have to hit the bass note even with it. You kind of play with it, kind of see what you also have to be careful of what they're singing, what the singers are singing behind you, because you don't want to kind of do some of these chords if it kind of clashes with those notes. That's why the melody is one of the safest things to go for. So that gives you 1, 6, 4 of different things. Now from the going to the 5, I'll do the 2. So like D minor 7. To like a G suspended, G, C, D, then resolve it, make that C to the B. So that's kind of what. Alright, so the notes of the G minor, the D minor 7, you'll notice it's the same as the F chord. And I'll add an F major 7 because that's the D, so that's a D minor 9. Okay? So go into that G, I'll just do something like so there's a lot from the key of C, so I can do it. So I just went from G to A minor 7 to F to C to A minor 7 to F to G, and playing with those passing chords in between those notes, and it made it sound so much different. So I'll do it one more time. So I hope this helps, adding notes in between your chords so you're not just stuck doing the chords. Knowing passing chords, knowing your scales. Of course, you can do all kinds of different scale licks here, and get into a bunch of different things for your ad-libs, but we're going to kind of keep it a little bit more basic right now. But I hope this helps. Leave a comment below if you have an idea for another video you would like me to do, or if you have a question, and I will answer it. Thank you very much.